Welcome back again to another one. In this now we'll be making a start at the first of the silage, and I'll do something different there along the week as well, and I'll just go through that there. Not a bad morning here now again, but there was spilling rain all night, and look at getting back into it again, so we may go away with the flow, but sure, here we go. As you can see there now, we're just starting to mow. We have two tarp mowers there, front and the back obviously. Good mowers enough, happy enough with them. But the grass there now, you can see how bad it is into the ground there with the rain that we've had there for the last couple of weeks there, with the heavy rain and all. Like, it really battered it into the ground, which is leaving it a bit harder to do a good job of mowing. You're doing a right job going one direction, and the other direction then is leaving it a bit hairy. But look at, what can you do? The silage, I suppose, I would have rather have a cut maybe a week or nearly 2 weeks sooner, I suppose. That's a bit seeded out there, but look, as you can see there from the colour of it, it's not too bad. Just spotted this lad here when I was flying around with the drone and seeing him lighting down in the field very quick. And you'll see here now what he's after getting. He's after getting a mouse for himself, and he spots the drone there now, so he's going to head off with himself. But in this field particularly anyway, when you're doing any work, he'll appear or she'll appear and nearly always end up with something, so they're doing that job anyway. Now, as you can see here, we're tedding. We have 4-rotor tether there and doing a reasonably good job there in that field. Good shakeout. This field is a bit lighter than the rest of them, but seems to be getting a good spread on it there and all. So it's crow and rake. We have it, we have a good while. Probably have 5 seasons now. It's not too bad of a rake. It's better in lighter crops than heavier crops. It can leave a little touch lumpy there in the heavier going, but reasonable enough. Pretty much bomb proof. Nothing. We wouldn't be doing a big amount of it either, of course. So, but tines, we haven't broke a tine on it yet. So happy enough with it. Just baling up the last field here now. Probably another, it's not an hour in it, I'd say 30-40 minutes, I'd say now should finish this off. It's pretty heavy, so it's slow going enough, and conditions is damp enough as well. Did a shower there earlier on today now, and it just dampened it down a lot. It's hard to get away from the rain now this year. But just putting on the additive here now. Don't know whether you can see that now or not, but that's the tank there now, just on the back there, and it's just spraying in. Just have it spraying in there down and under here. So I'm just clicking it on with a switch here on the side of the tractor here. The clock then is going up, it's working at 20 pound pressure. So just a single jet there. I just work the back then to mix it accordingly now. I've a blockage there now, lumps, lots of lumps now today. Just on chop the floor now in the baler, take it in, floor back up, and away we go again. I just worked it back to work out. The bales are 800 kilos. Well, with 780, 790, 795, so I just called 800 there for handiness. So the packet was enough to do 25 ton, so I just worked it back. I just worked it back there to do the 25 ton, so I was allowing around 30 bales, which should be 24 ton, so it should be getting a bit more than, to be honest, shake more than what it recommends, but hardly makes much of a difference that way. But silage, I probably would have preferred the cut maybe 10 days, fortnight ago. Like, it's pretty heavy, stemmy enough, not too bad, green, nice bit of green in it there, but it's just wasn't grazed this year, so I hope it grew out fairly well. Would rather have cut sooner, but look, you can't be. We didn't get the weather, and that's what we're at. So we're barely getting the weather now. Mowed it there yesterday, picking it up today. As I said, we got a shower, so look, and sure it's giving rain then for tomorrow again. So look, it's not going to be simple. I'll just have to change the plastic on this lad. So open her up there, off the tensioner, belcher roll. Just get a ball over here now. Just putting on the 16 wraps on these. Probably if you were going for haylage or something like that, you'd want to be putting on the 24. So that's one side sorted. Knock this one out. At the 16, you'll be getting in the region of 30 bales per roll of film. All the fusions have twin dispensers on them, so you get 60 bales. Fasten it up again then, and away we go. Got finished off anyway. Heavy copper enough now. We baled the last two fields there. There was just something around 7 acres in it, and there's 110 bales on it, so there's a lot more stuff on it now than I thought was going to be on it. But as you can see there, the grass was hard mown now. It's hairy enough now because of that weather that we had. It drove it down into the ground, so it just wasn't as easy mowed. Like you can see, I mowed it in and out. So like you can see here, where I was, I don't know which way I was coming now, but coming one direction, you'd sweep it out and go in the other direction. Then here, the next pass, you can see there's hairy enough. So, but look, it'll be okay. It'll sort itself out. Like it's wispy enough there now, but look, you can't do much about it now when the rain has it drove into the ground like that. It's very hard to mow. Jeez, it was grand there up till all that heavy rain and them thunder showers there. Then the last week or so really hammered it into the ground. But look at, we have it wrapped up now anyway. And sure, what, there's another, what have we here? There's another 22, 27 acres more to be done down here in Gurcheen. And then up in Sherwood then there's 17, 18 acres. There's 18 acres to be done up there, so there'll be a bit more footage on that. I didn't get the drone up for the baling. It was just, we're getting a bit of harch up here. It had been so heavy, and there was a few lumps through it as well, so we didn't get the lumps. That crone tether now, I'm not a big fan of it now. Maybe they're all the same, but I even drove easy with it now and it's lumped enough. And the boss tried to give this a second go, which made it worse. But look at, well, I'm not overly impressed with it. Once the crop gets heavy, it's just not able to shake it out that well. It's hard to know. I never really seen a whole lot of other tethers going. Maybe they all have the same difficulties. I'm not 100% sure now, but like, you go to demo days and stuff, but your jays, they're cutting stuff sure's a little better than lawn clippings, like. Probably is better quality and that, but look at, you want a bit of both, like. You can't especially what we're at, like, mostly suckler cows will be getting this, so you need a bit of bulk as well. You just can't go totally down the quality route. Never put in there what additive I was using. It's the Egalis ferment from Alltech. Just got a couple of small packets there. That's a 50 gram pack. That's enough to do 25 tons. Got another one. I have another one there as well. Now, I'm not promoting Alltech or anything like that. I have to pay for these. There's no sponsorship or anything in this. Just showing you what I'm using. We'll get a silage test when we're done as well, and we'll give a look and see what benefits was from using it. I suppose to reduce the spoilage or reduce the loss from the fermenting progress. So you should have more sugars, or speed up the fermenting progress, so there's not as much there's not as much sugar used up in the process, so there should be more energy in the crop, so as a result better silage, I presume. So it says anyway. We won't be long, well, it'll be a couple of months before we'll find out, but we'll have something to test against anyway and see. But that's what we used here. I'll just stick that in there as well and see what product I used. just a bit there during the week there now. I went on a hoof trimming course. Was down Tipperary there. Bit of a spin down, but look at an hour and 20 minutes down or so. But it was definitely something that was worth doing. Even though probably hoof trimming is more geared towards the dairy operation. Cows doing an awful lot more walking, more standing on concrete, twisting on concrete and stuff. But there was definitely bits in it for the suckler man as well. Cow's hoof is a cow's hoof, and sure we're all getting lame cattle, so it's just something to. I didn't really do it. I'm not planning on doing hoof trimming or anything. It's just to do our own few. It's gone harder to get fellas, as everyone knows. Like, if you want to get a hoof trimmer, you definitely won't get anyone closer than 2 weeks, and a lot of the time it's 3 weeks to a month because they're gone so busy now with all the dairy and that, and a lot of them is pre-booked into dairy to be doing it going back every 3 weeks, whatever. Like, they're just flat to the mat. There's not that many hoof trimmers out there as well, so I just said I'd do the course. Just that I'd know what I was looking at really. Because as I said, we all have a few lame ones, and generally in the suckler game, like, they're not in and out the whole time. So when you spot them, it's usually when you be going to move them then to the next field or paddock or whatever, that you might be able to pick them out, and it might be only one or two. So like, you're not going to call out a man to just do one. So by the time you've 3, 4, 5, whatever you've gathered up, the first cow, like, she is really lame at that stage. It's like what the lads were saying there, a lame cow, she's not just lame on that day, she's probably lame for a week or 10 days before it actually admit and show up their lameness. That the pain gets to them, that they're limping. But I went down there, was 3 guys I had. Jerry Cusack, he's a vet. He sort of specialised, I suppose, in hoof care. Ned Dunphy there, he's a professional trimmer. And then there was Dennis Shanahan, the Kerry man. He is a trimmer as well. And between the 3 of them now, got to put on a good show, if you want to call it. Very informative. Now, as I was saying, they were more, I won't say geared towards the dairy man, but gave us a good run through. Now we're in a fair spot. There was a lot of cows in it, but not a whole lot of lame ones, and anything that we were trimming on, they really weren't that far gone because they were doing a good job themselves, so didn't really get to see bad cases as such. But nice bit, get your hand in, get your eye in. I'd highly recommend, lads, if you can, go do one, even if you're never pick up a hoof or a knife. Just something, you know what you're looking at. You can get an understanding about maybe how to do things differently. Like, to the few interesting things there, with especially heifers when they're after calving, and the cow as well, but the hormone is in them, like, loosens up everything in them, and it loosens up the bones in their feet as well. So that to be extra careful with him, like, if you're running him around yards or doing anything much to him, you'd want to be taking it easy with him. Like, that's just a simple thing. You sort of know about it, you'd have an idea that the hormone loosens them up, but you wouldn't think it'd affect their feet. But it can do and lead to problems down the line as well, like. But I'll just put in, I didn't video anything in it because everyone was there learning. I didn't feel like, not really comfortable pulling out a camera in front of everyone anyway, but I doubt if anyone was trying to do a bit of trimming that they'd like someone sticking a camera in their face. So look, I didn't. Maybe now we're back for a 3rd day now in a few months' time, I might do a bit on that. Lads is probably after doing a bit more comfortable, but I'll just put in the lads' details here and that. And if you can, I would recommend, now I'm not getting anything for this, but I would recommend going if you can, go and do a course, because it's just the little things that you pick up could be helpful. But that's enough on that there, and go from there. So on that there, we'll call an end to this video. If you like what you're seeing, give us a like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Good luck.